students, welcome to Isha schools. Now, we were solving the linear pair of equations by substitution method. Now, some more of them with the exercises of the book, alright, of this chapter. Now, exercise 3.2, the question 1. Part 5. Till last video we had done till part 4. We are starting with part 5. Alright. So, let me write the equations first. Root 2x plus root 3y is equal to 0. And root 3x minus root 8y is equal to 0. Now, when I solve this equation, I write this as 1, write this as 2. Now, solving equation 1, that is writing x in terms of y. Root 2x is equal to minus root 3y. When plus on the left hand side shifts to the right hand side, the plus sign becomes minus. Alright? Great. Now, x is equal to minus root 3 by root 2y. Now, we can write separately or we can write together whole root 3 by 2y. Alright? Now, let me write this as equation 3. Since I started with 1, I will substitute equation 3 in equation 2. Alright, now let us write that. Substituting, because we are asked to do particularly by substitution method. Substituting x of equation 3 in 2, we get, now what do we get? Root 3, and I will write the value of x given in equation 3. Root 3 by minus root 3 by root 2y minus root 8y is equal to 0. Now, it is evident, very clear, this equation is in one single variable, that is y. So, let us find the value of y. Alright. Now, this implies root 3 into root 3 is 3. Great. Minus 3 by root 2y minus root 8y is equal to 0. Alright. Now, after this, I will write. Now, see, in the previous equation, it was given minus 3 by root 2y minus root 8y is equal to 0. Okay, let me solve here only y, x in the next slide. Now, what do we write? Now, since it is fraction, let us take the LCM, root 2. I get minus 3y minus root 2 into root 8, root 16, and root 16 is 4. Minus 4y is equal to 0. That implies minus, now when I cross multiply, root 2 into 0, 0. So, no denominator at all. Minus 7y is 0. That implies y is 0. Alright. Now, we need to find the value of x. Alright. Now, we will find the value of x with equation 3. Now, let us write equation 3. X is equal to, now equation 3 says x is equal to minus root 3 by root 2 y. Putting the value of y in the above equation, we get, what do we get? X is equal to minus root 3 by root 2 into 0. Alright, that implies, now it is 0, so implies x is equal to any number. It may be rational, irrational, real numbers, anything into 0 is 0. So x is equal to 0. So finally what did we get? Since the question says solve, solve means to find the value of x and y. So what did we get? Finally, after doing everything, you should write x is equal to 0, y is equal to 0. These are the solutions for x and y. So for the given linear equation, when solved, we got x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0. So, no constant, this is the way we solve the sum. Alright? Okay. Now moving on to the next sum, where solve the following pair of linear equations by substitution method. Alright. Substitution method. Now till now we did the fractions which were linear equations, isn't it? We were doing with linear equations. Now it was linear, this is also linear, but the coefficients are fractions. Let us do how it is in fractions. Let us solve it. Let us write the equations first. 3x by 2 minus 5y by 3 is equal to minus 2. The first thing we should do is to remove the denominator, to make it a number, alright, to make it an integer, alright. Now, that implies, what do? We take LCM. Now, LCM of 2 and 3 is 6. So, 3 into 3, 9x minus 5 into 2, 10. 10y is equal to minus 2. That implies 9x minus 10y. When I cross multiply 6 with minus 2, I get minus 12. So this is the first equation. First equation is done. Now, similarly, let me do the second equation. What is the second equation? X by 3 plus x by 3 plus y by 2 is equal to 13 by 6. Alright? Okay. Now, this equation again we will bring it to the integer form. How is that? Let us find that implies LCM of 3 and 2 is 6. Now 2x cross 2x plus 3 into y, 3y is 13 by 6. I have found out the denominator on the left hand side is 6. The denominator on the right hand side is also 6. I can easily cancel it. Isn't it? So this becomes 1. Then I get 2x plus 3y is equal to 13. If you still have doubt, how can it be cancelled? I am just showing you as a rough work, alright? So, just see only for this sum, 6 bracket, if I cross multiply, suppose I cross multiply, 6 bracket 2x plus 3y is equal to 6 into 13. Now, because 6 is multiplied, when it goes to the other side of equal to, it becomes divide. Correct. It becomes divide. 2x plus 3y is equal to 6 into 13 whole by 6. 6 cancels. I get 2x plus 3y is 13. This is what I got. Clear? So, 6 can be cancelled because they are both on the denominator and both on each side. They are not on one side. 6 is there in the left hand side, 6 is there in the right hand side. And so, 6 equal to 6 we can cancel. Alright? Okay. Now, this is equation 2. Now, what we have to do? We need to solve. Now, solving means what? To find the value of x and y. Now, which method? Specifically, they have told substitution method. Have to do it. So, this is 9x, this is 2x. I prefer taking smaller numbers. So, x is equal to 13 minus 3y plus 3y will become minus 3y. Alright. X is equal to 13 minus 3y whole by 2. Alright. Now, let me put this as equation 3. Alright. Equation 3. Now, substitution method. Write the substitution process. Substituting x of equation 3 in equation, now we took 2, so we will take 1. In equation 1, we get, what do we get? Let us see, 9 bracket x, x is 13 minus 3y whole by 2. No cancellation as such. Minus 10y is equal to minus 12. Alright. When I multiply 9 inside, what do I get? 13 nines are correct. 117 minus 27y whole by 2 minus 10y is equal to minus 12. Now, this equation has one single variable y. So, we can find the value of y. Alright? Okay. Now, 117 minus 27y minus 10y, 117 minus 27y whole by 2 minus 10y is equal to minus 12. Is equal to minus 12. Now, that implies 117 minus 27y minus, I take LCM 2 because here is 1, 2 into 1 is 2. So, 2 into 10, 20y is equal to minus 12. That implies when I cross multiply, I get 117 minus 27y minus 20y. What is the result? Correct. Minus 47y is equal to 2 into minus 12. Minus 24. Absolutely right, students. Very good. Minus 24. That implies minus 47y is equal to minus 24 minus 117. That means we need to add, isn't it? So, 7 plus 4, 11, 2, 3, 4, 1. 141. Alright? Okay. Implies minus 141 because minus and minus is sign minus, number plus. Minus, minus, cancel. Y is equal to 141 by 47. Alright. Now, I can easily see 47 into 3. 1, 13, 14. 141. Alright. 3. Y is 3. Now, only y is not the solution. We need to find corresponding value of x. Alright. Now, how will we find? With the equation 3, what was written? Now, what was the equation 3 written? X is equal to 13 minus 3y whole by 2. Now, x is equal to 13 minus 3y whole by 2. Putting value of y in equation 3, we get, what do we get? X is equal to 13 minus 3 into y is 3, 3 whole by 2. X is equal to 13 minus 3, 3s are 9 by 2. That is 4 by 2. Cancels, I get 2. Please don't leave the answer here. Though you have done completely the value of x and value of y you have got, but it is compulsory to write the final answer as, because it is given solve. So, final answer as x is equal to 2, y is equal to 3. So, this is the way we solve when we get the coefficients as fractions. Alright? Okay. Now, coming to the next question. Number 2, the question is solve 2x plus 3y is 11, 2x minus 4y is minus 24. Now, it's not only solve. Find the value of m for which y is equal to mx plus 3. Now, y is equal to, solving we have done lot of questions previously. But what to do with y is equal to mx plus 3? Nothing. The x and y values which we got, alright, after solving. Now, after solving this question also, what we get? The values of x and y. We put that x and y in the equation. Y is equal to mx plus 3 and find the value of m. Alright? Okay, let's get started. Now, first I'll write the equations. 2x plus 3y is equal to 11 and 2x minus 4y is minus 24. Minus 24 a little larger number. So, I take for substitution the first equation. You can take any as said earlier, but for convenience, I am taking the first. 2x is equal to 11 minus 3y. Alright. Now that implies I cannot leave the numeral 2. I need to shift because I want only x. X is equal to 11 minus 3y whole by 2. Alright. Now this I write as equation 3. Alright. Now since we have taken from 1 the value of x, the equation for x in terms of y, we will substitute this in equation 2. So let me write that. Substituting x of equation 3 in equation 2. Because 1 we have taken, so we will put in equation 2. We get x. Now 2x, 2 bracket. In place of x, I will write 11 minus 3y whole by 2 minus 4y is equal to minus 24. Now, as we can see, I can cancel 2 and 2. Then I get 11 minus 3y minus 4y is equal to minus 24. Now, as we can see, it is an equation with single variable y. So, we can find the value for y. Minus 3 minus 4. It is minus 7y is equal to minus 24 minus 11. Alright. Now, continuing with this, what do I get? Minus 7y is equal to minus 35. Alright. Now minus 35 I get, minus cancels. So I get y is equal to 35 by 7, which is 5. Y is equal to 5. Alright. Now y is 5. We are still left with the value of x. We need to find x. So, how do we find that x? We will put the value of y in equation 3. Alright. So, what will I write? Putting value of y in equation 3, we get, what do we get? X is equal to 11 minus 3y. Y is 5. 3 into 5 whole by 2. X is that implies x is equal to 11 minus 15 whole by 2. X is equal to 11 minus 15, correct, minus 4 by 2, and we get as minus 2. Alright, x is minus 2. Now, we got the value of x and the value of y by substitution method. Now, what did we get as? X is minus 2, y is 5. The sum is not yet over. We need to find the value of m, for which y is equal to mx plus 3. Alright. So, y is equal to mx plus 3, where just now we found out x equals to minus 2 and y is equal to 5. Alright. Now, y is 5. Alright. Now, y is 5. Let me we will put these values in this equation. Alright. Now, that we need to write. Putting values of x and y in the above equation, we get, what do we get? Now y is equal to mx plus 3. Y is 5. Mx is minus 2. Now whenever minus sign comes, it is better and it is safe to write within brackets for correct results. Alright? Plus 3, sorry, it is 3. It is 3. That implies 5 is equal to minus 2m plus 3. I always prefer to put, and it is not preference also, it is rule, a kind of rule to have variables on the left hand side and the numerals on the right hand side. Alright, so now doing that, minus 2m plus 3 is equal to 5. I have just interchanged. Nothing I have done. Alright. That implies now putting the variable on the left hand side. I will write the numeral on the right hand side. Minus 2m is equal to 2. Implies m is equal to 2 by minus 2. Now we don't put negative sign in the denominator. We multiply negative sign to numerator and denominator again to put the negative sign in the numerator. So that becomes minus 2 by 2 and that is minus 1. So what did we get the value of m as? M is equal to minus 1. So, find the value of m, the last question after solving for x and y. The value of m is minus 1. Okay? Done. Now, this is the way we solve these kind of questions. Now, coming to the next. As you can see, we are now not directly with the equations, we have the statement given. First we need to form the equations, then we need to solve. Alright. Now, what is the question? Question number 3, form the pair of linear equations. First we need to form. In x and y, we need to form for the following problems and find their solution by substitution method. So specifically given, we need to use that method only. Alright. Now before that, let us first form the equations. Alright. Now, since by default we take x and y, the two variables, let us take that only. The difference between two numbers is 26. Let the two numbers be x and y. Alright. Now, let the two numbers be x and y. Alright. Now, by the question, what is the question? Difference. Difference means in maths it is minus. Between the two numbers, that is x and y, is means equal to. So, see just how I am writing. Difference between two numbers is 26. See, difference between two numbers is 26. Done? First part over. Now let us see the second one. And one number is 3 times the other. One number x is equal to 3 times other, 3y. So these are the two equations. The first one, these are the two equations. Now let us name the equations as 1 and 2. Alright, already x is in terms of y. Let us keep it like that. Now, x in terms of y, just substitute in 1. Right, let us write that. Substituting x of equation 2 in equation 1, we get equation 2 in equation 1 we get. In x I will write, correct, 3y. 3y, then very good, minus y is equal to 26. Implies 3y minus y, 2y. 2y is 26. Implies y is equal to 26 by 2, that is 13. We got value of y. Now, since it is solving, finding the solution, we need to get the corresponding value for x. Now, how will we get? Y is 13. Now, putting value of y in equation 2, we get, what do we get? X is equal to 3 into 13. X is equal to 39. Alright. So finally what will you write? So after this the final answer will be x is 39, y is 13. Alright. And if you want to check the answer, you can check orally. Alright. X is 39, 39. Y is 13, 13 threes are 39. So 39 is equal to 39. That means our answers are correct. Done? Alright. Now coming to the next equation. Again, it's a statement. We need to form the equations first. Alright. Now let us see what does the statement say. The larger of the two supplementary angles. Now, it's little different. They are not numbers. They are angles. Alright. Now, larger of the two supplementary angles exceeds the smaller by 18 degrees. Larger exceeds smaller by 18 degrees. First come, first serve. Always we do that. Let the first statement is to write the variables and what they stand for according to the statement given. So let us write that. Let the larger angle be x degree. Now why degree? Because they are angles. And let the smaller angle be y degree. Okay. Now by the question, or you can write according to the question. Anything is correct. Alright. So by the question, what is it? Larger exceeds smaller by 18. See, larger exceeds smaller by how much? By 18. Okay? Now, second one, what do we do? Not given at all. So, how do we do that? Now, it is just we know sum in supplementary angles, sum of two supplementary angles always sum up to 180. That is the main property of supplementary angles. So, the second equation will be coming from the property of supplementary angles. One is given in the statement and the other we will do by doing it, taking it the supplementary angles, property of supplementary angles. So as I told you, the second statement will be with the property of supplementary angles. What does that say? Sum of two angles is always 180 degrees. Alright. So we got both the equations. So now we got the linear pair of equations and the solution by substitution method. That is as usual. X minus y is 18. I will write this as equation 1, this as equation 2. So taking 1, what do we get? X is equal to 18 plus y. Now I make this equation 3. So now substituting as it is asked in substitution method, substituting x of equation 3 in, we have taken 1, so we will put in 2. We get, what do we get? X is 18 plus y. Alright. So 18 plus y is 180 degrees. Okay. This is also degrees. Y plus y, 2y. 2y is 180 minus 18. That implies y is equal to, now okay, 2y, 180 minus 18, 162 degrees. Now, finding the value of y, continuing from here, what do we get? Implies y is equal to 162 by 2. Now, bringing it to lowest terms, 2 8s are 2 1s are. I get it as 81 degrees. So, y is equal to 81 degrees. Alright. Now, finding the x value, corresponding x value. How do we get? Putting value of y in equation 3, we get x is equal to 18 plus 81. Now, what is 18 plus 81? 18 degree plus 81 degree? 99 degrees. Alright. Now, so what did we get the answer as? X is equal to 99 degrees. Y is equal to 81 degrees. Now, you may have doubt whether I have done the answer correctly or not. Just orally also we can find out. See, you can put in any of the equations. Alright. If you put in this equation, second one, x plus y is 180. What is x plus y? 99 plus 81. That is 180. And 180 is equal to 180. It is correct. Answers are correct. Or if you put in equation 1, 99 minus 81. 18 degree, absolutely. So, our answers are correct. The value of x is 99 degree and the value of y is 81 degrees. Alright? Great. Now coming to the next question, which is the third statement form of question, where we need to write the equations first. Alright? Now let us write the equations. What does the question say? Form the pair of linear equations for the following problems. That means first form the equations and find their solution by substitution method. Same method, substitution. So let us come to the statement. The coach of cricket team buys 7 bats and 6 balls for rupees 3800. 7 bats, 6 balls for 3800. What should be our first statement, students? I need from you. We have done enough of the questions like this. Yes, first find what the variables stand for according to the statement. We have bats and balls. First come, first serve. Bats as x, balls as y. Yes, now let us write that. Let the cost of each bat be x. Let the cost of each ball be y. All right. Now, 7 bats. So, I will write 7x. And then 6 balls. So, I will write 6y. Now, the statement says 7 bats and 6 balls. And means plus. So, the first statement will be 7x plus and means plus. 6y is how much? 7 bats and 6 balls. Rupees 3800. First statement over. Coming to the next statement. Later, she buys 3 bats. So, 3 bats means 3x and plus 5 balls. 5 balls means 5y. So, 3 bats and 5 balls for rupees 1750. 3 bats plus and means plus 5 balls for how much? For 1750. Done? So the first thing is over. Forming the pair of linear equations. We have already formed. This is 1, this is 2. Now by substitution method, we are supposed to solve. Let us get started. Now, first equation 7x, this is 3x. The number here in the constant is also less. Let us take equation 2. Alright. 3x is equal to 1750 minus 5y. Now, I can't keep as 3x. I need to remove 3. Why? Because I want only x. So, that implies x is equal to 1750 minus 5y whole by 3. Alright. Now, this is equation 3. Alright. Now, what do we do? Substitution. Substituting x of equation 3 in, we took 2, so we need to put in 1. 3 in 1, we get, what do we get? 7x. Alright. Now, alright, 7x means 7 bracket 1750 minus 5y whole by 3 minus what is given? Plus 6y is equal to rupees 3800. Alright. Now, this equation we need to solve. We see that we get one linear equation having only one variable. And one variable means we need to get the value for y. Alright. So, finding the value for y, continuing from here, we get 7, I multiply inside, so I get 0. 7 5s are 35, carry 3. 7 7s are 49 plus 3, 52, carry 5. 7 1s are 7 plus 5, 12. This minus 7 5s are 35. Y whole by 3 plus 6y is equal to rupees 3800. Now that implies, now I have to take the denominator for all. So what do? I take a single denominator, 12250 minus 35y, 6 3s are 18 plus 18y is equal to rupees 3800. That implies, now minus 35 plus 18. What do we get? 12250 minus 17y. Alright, is equal to, what do we get? Is equal to 3800 into 3. That implies minus 17y is equal to, what is 3800 into 3? 0, 0. 8 3s are 24, carry 2. 3 3s are 9, 11. Minus 12250. That implies minus 17y is equal to minus, because the greater number has minus sign. So, I will write, now when I subtract 12250, 11400, I get 5, 8. Alright, 850 minus cancels. So, we get y is equal to 850 by 17, that is 50. Y is equal to 50. Done. Now, we got y. Where is x? We need to find x. For x, we put in equation 3. Alright. Now, when we put in equation 3, what do we get? Let us put this in equation 3 and see. What do we get? in equation 3, x is equal to x is equal to 1750 minus x is equal to 1750 minus 5 into, what is the value of y? 50 whole by 3. Now, what do we get? X is equal to 1750 minus 250 whole by 3. X is equal to 005 1500 by 3. X is equal to 500. Alright, so x is 500 and y is 50. When we solve, so finally what will you write? You got the value of x, value of y. But finally what will you write? What is asked? The cost of each bat and each ball. The cost of each bat is 500 rupees. Rupees mentioning is very, very important because cost is asked. And cost of each ball is 50 rupees. Alright, the last statement is very, very important and you need to write the cost of each bat is rupees 500 and the cost of each ball is rupees 50. Alright, so this is how we solve this sum. Alright, now if you want to see whether your answer is right or wrong, you can put in any one of the equations. Alright, now when I put here 5 into 50 is 250. Alright, and x is 500. 500 into 3, 1500. 1500 plus 250, 1750. I am getting the same. So, you can check orally also. Alright? Okay.